What's good? What's good, y'all? Y'all already know what it is, man. That's Yogi. I don't know what's going on. They already cutting me off. I ain't even said nothing yet. Damn, I ain't even said nothing yet. Some bullshit. But what's good? Y'all know y'all know what it is. Y'all know what to do. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share the channel, do all that good stuff. Um, Today, man, gonna be share the channel, do all that good stuff. Um, Today, man, we gonna talk about um man, black folks, it's time for us to start tightening up, man. Before we get into anything, y'all make sure y'all say his name, man. My little cousin Antoine Leonard Cooper, man. Antoine Leonard Cooper was gunned down by the Miami police officers just running away. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get another day on the streets or whatever, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And he was shot in the back of the head by the police in Miami. Y'all just say his name. Y'all make sure y'all check me out on Facebook, MIA Yogi. Um, um, I just want to know when we gonna start paying attention to everything that's going on around and when we gonna start taking that aggression out from each other, and then y'all know what I'm putting down, so don't y'all ain't dumb, you feel me? So I keep trying to understand how as we as a whole as people. Oh Lord, hold on, y'all, my shit collapsed on me. So as a whole as people, yeah, I did have a back screen, but this sucker here won't stay up. So yeah, I don't know what to do. So I got to put it up. I got to get it just a better back screen though. Um, Cause that junk tripping. It been doing that lately. I don't know if it's a human. I don't know. I got to get it right. But anyway, I'm gonna order me a green screen, a good one, instead of trying to use my bootleg. But it's all good though. You gotta crawl before you can walk. You feel me? Got to crawl before you walk. So yeah, like I'm saying, we gotta get to a point where we start valuing ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We gotta start valuing us as Black Americans. You know what I'm saying? We out here killing each other and not paying attention to what's going on. You got an 18-year-old first before we even get to the 18-year-old. Let's talk about how George Zimmerman is still walking on this earth after killing one of our teenagers. First off, how any Black American call themselves a thug, a killer, a goon, or any of this stuff when we allow another race to do things in the nature of how they do it. You know what I'm saying? We allowing them to be justified for doing shit to us, and but we'll sit and go to war with each other. We'll talk about each other and all this stuff here, man. And I'm trying to understand this. When will it be time for us to wake up? Huh? When it's time for us to wake up? When are we gonna start standing for us and start realizing we gotta stop killing each other? Because there's a lot of signs out here that's showing us that we done nominate out here that it just ain't going down right for us. You know what I'm saying? It just ain't. We out here getting tapped out by the mass with our hands and with their hands. You know what I'm saying? We're allowing these folks the just do as they please with us out here in this in our country. We bite our tongue. They say this young cat wasn't even from Buffalo. You're from New York. Boy, Buffalo, New York is the same thing, whether however you look at it. But he traveled to pull off what he was finna pull off. You know what I'm saying? He traveled to pull off. He didn't do it where he stay at. He didn't do that. But he did travel where there was already a significant of black folks at. You know what I'm saying? With nigga engraved on his gun. So his intentions was to hit who he had engraved on his gun. And they tell us every day, forget about racism. Slavery and all that stuff. They want to quit the screen peace after they start some shit. You get what I'm saying? We want to be on. Everybody. You hear everybody doing stories about Ukraine and all that. You know what I'm saying? We hear about. We want to get all distraught when we find out news of a white family, a Caucasian family, killed they had their daughter suffering on a chair. You know what I'm saying? For 3 years or whatever it been. We have a compassion about that type of stuff. But I be having it be hitting me different because I had to read the comments that people left under my cousin post, my cousin's story. And this is why I'm fighting so heavily for this, for my people, my black people. We can start understanding that it's a difference out here for us because we don't police ourselves. It's a whole different system that ain't written. It's just taught. Because what's written, it's supposed to be for Americans. But in the long run, nobody don't want to study what is a Caucasian. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Nobody don't want to understand that Caucasians are Europeans. They're immigrants. They're migrants, whatever you want to call them, over here in this country. And we the only true Americans. You get what I'm saying? We go by ideology of what a white person, a Caucasian, says, and we'll believe this. And by us keep on doing that, this is what we left with. You know what I'm saying? This is what we left with. This is what we left with when we keep letting them put the propaganda in our head. You know what I'm saying? This is what we left with. At least 10 dead after mass shooting at Buffalo supermarket Tops. Do y'all understand that? Yeah, they didn't show the identities yet of these people who died. You get what I'm saying? They didn't do that yet. But they did come on here and say, before y'all get crazy, please let's have peace. This dude wasn't from where we from, but he was of y'all. He was of y'all. You get what I'm saying? He was of these people that did what they did and what he did. You know what I'm saying? Good morning, Hot Fry. We got to understand it's a battle out here, and it's brewing up, and we sit and act like we blind to what's really going on out here. We won't stand for nothing, but we'll try to fight for dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? We'll stand. We won't stand for nothing. This 18-year-old kid went in there with the intentions of killing black folks. That was his intention. That's what he did. That's what he accomplished. That's what he accomplished. Why we don't hold as a whole, if they ain't allies, if they even utter something of white supremacy, why we don't dislike them? I'm not talking about the Caucasian folks that choose not to be this way and try to change the way their upbringing is, to change the history of how they race is portrayed out here. They ain't trying to correct that. You know what I'm saying? They ain't trying to correct that. Cause I'm gonna prove to y'all that they ain't trying to correct that. Correct that. Excuse me, Lane, because I'm kind of confused. Cause my cousin died for just running from the police. Then dude put police in no danger. This Caucasian made it to the police station without a scratch on him. They were so busy about saving this one Caucasian life when he done took 10 people's lives and shot. And altogether with 13 people shot or harmed or injured. They didn't beat them down. They didn't do an aggressive arrest. They didn't do nothing. But we're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about this, and we're going to talk about this. I'm not going to get into all specifics. You know what I'm saying? Because some things y'all got to learn on your own. I'm just bringing what it is and what the news is. You know what I'm saying? This happened in Buffalo, New York. This just happened. This is not the first time this happened. We had the kid who shot up the church that killed 6 black innocent people, all cause of whatever they cause is. Like I can almost know what they cause is because they write everything. They're allowed to post stuff. They say this kid here, been ranting on about what he was finna do. But to them, it's just talking. But we got Young Thugger and all these rappers going to jail for verses, and they consider it as a RICO law. While the Ku Klux Klan can sit out here and promote the racism, the hate, and they not considered as a that's racketeering. That ain't considered as a gang. So why wasn't they the first ones to get charged with the RICO law as a gang? Because they write their stuff down, they make pictures, they do everything. They recruit, they do everything that falls under the guidelines of a gang. But they're never considered as a gang. But soon as black folks try to stand on their own and not, you know, like, you know, that old saying, they say, scrap your boots up or something, whatever they said. When we try to do that, y'all break us down to Black Wall Street. You know what I'm saying? They burned that down and created a white Wall Street. Y'all let that go over y'all head, huh? And it created this situation that we have now. We created this. We want to be blind to the Ahmaud Arbery. Do this kid here look like he went to he like how he went to he in court like how Ahmaud Arbery killers was? Is he in court like the kid that shot them people inside that school? Dude, y'all got to start paying attention, my Black Americans and our allies. If you're an ally, you got to stand on what you stand on, and you got to make your voice heard. My wife told me, don't even worry about it. Don't talk about this video. Don't talk about it. But everything else I'm seeing on the internet and everything else, that's the problem. We not talking about it. We not talking about it. We letting it go as it goes, and it keep growing, and it's like a mold. It's like a mold. It just, as long as it's wet and it got any kind of moisture, it grows, and it grows, and it grows. I'm asking my Black folks, my Black Americans, my allies, and it's time for us to. I'm trying to think of the right way to say what I'm saying. So I like I say, this is uncut. I don't care about offending nobody. That's on y'all if y'all offended. You know, y'all do the easiest thing is to click out. But we can't sit and stay be quiet while the police doing what they doing, while these white supremacists do what they do, and we sit back and just accept the conversation how they want, how the Caucasians put the conversation out there, and we want to just brush it under the rug like anything else. We can't keep doing that, like how we did the history of slavery. Even though we wasn't the one that slavery, it affected us. It affected the Hebrew Israelite that came over here on the ship. It affected us. Everything keep on affecting us, even black on black crime. You get what I'm saying? I want to put a challenge out there to my Black Americans. I want to see how many of y'all could just stop the beef with each other and understand what kind of beef that's going on around here for real. Them people in that grocery store didn't figure that this was gonna happen. They felt it safe. They felt it safe going to get grocery, and then this white supremacist, this Caucasian, was already scoping it out the day before. He knew what he was finna do. He didn't look out of place to everybody else when he should. This is wild. And like I say, I seen a video that I think I might show a little some of it. I seen a video where the Spanish lady had a episode. She was having a panic episode or whatever, schizophrenic, whatever comes with their nature. And the police shot her 2 times. 2 times. She died. This kid killed 10 people, and he don't got a scratch on him. My cousin died for just running away from the police, and the comments said he deserved what he got. So in this case, do he deserve, I guess because he's a Caucasian, he deserved what he got just to get caught, go to jail? It's crazy. It's crazy, y'all. It's crazy that we sit back and allow this stuff to keep continue going on. As Native Black Americans, it's crazy that we won't sit back and question none of this stuff. It's crazy. It's crazy that we'll sit around and have more jaw jacking conversations about each other, steady tearing each other down. Why these Caucasians pulling off what they want to pull off? Yeah, it's really happening. This goes on day to day, day to day. So I don't understand how we say racism is over. How we say don't talk about it. How we say you trying to make up stuff when this just happened. When my cousin got shot March 8th. When countless others done died. Trayvon Martin, Eric Garner's, Talia White. Forget these people's names, but you know, it's so many, so you kind of forget their name, but you don't forget their story. All are hanging. All the N words, the niggas, niggers, that they're doing today in schools. So we supposed to let them slide on the strength of what? But you can't let a black person slide who stepped on your shoes. You can't let a black person slide who bumps you. That just ain't a story. Guy and his old lady, I guess his old lady got arrested because the white lady, the Caucasian lady, say he groped her. Don't that remind y'all of something? And all he did is bumped up to her. But it's the same hate that y'all got for each other, though. It's the same hate. All this ops. I think y'all really need to sit back and reevaluate who the ops is. See that? That's your op. That's the face of your op. And there's plenty of them out here. That's the face of your op. That's the face. I guarantee you, if he were black, if he wouldn't have got killed by the police, he'd have definitely got jumped on. If that was a white supermarket, if that was Kroger's, whatever place, Publix, wherever white people join that to go get their grocery, I guarantee you that black man could have put his gun down. He could have laid on the ground, and he would have been jumped on severely. I just seen a story that I'm gonna run of a black lady getting tased and taken down brutally, and all she did is just didn't have 50 cents to get on the train. Yeah, this just happened too. Yeah, but he shot 13 and killed 10 of them, and he didn't get jacked up, beat up, or nothing. But they want y'all to say, forget about it. Just don't think about it. That's water under the bridge. Yeah, that's what they say. That's water under the bridge. No, we gotta stop, and we gotta realize who is our art. If that's the words we wanna put out there. They say art mean opposition. This is your opposition. Yeah. Y'all know when y'all see the mayors and them Congress people buy their kids guns and take Christmas cards. Yeah, that was one of them. That was one of them. So we gonna sit back and wait till they sick and tired. We gonna sit back and watch. See, God putting these examples out here for y'all. Instead of somebody can tell y'all, y'all can see it. Y'all can see it. Y'all can see it. Cause he know y'all ain't gonna listen. He know y'all ain't gonna pay attention. So he is out here now where y'all can see it. You know what I'm saying? Cause it seems like all these Christopher Columbus books, all these slave books, all this stuff then don't matter to y'all. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to y'all. Y'all want to kumbaya and say this and that is wrong, this and that is right, this and that is wrong. You get what I'm saying? No, we need to get mad at the right folks, man. We ain't gonna never overcome nothing if we keep shooting each other. We ain't gonna overcome nothing if we don't do our own investigation on these shootings that never comes up with a suspect. When it's a bunch of black folks hanging out on the corner somewhere or at a party, and all of a sudden a suspicion. You think if these people knew they had enemies, they would throw an openly party? Or maybe randomly one of those seen an opportunity to do a drive-by and do what they do because they know you're going to blame it on one of us. You're going to blame it on gang violence. You're going to blame it on it's just a random shooting. But you never come back with a suspect. You never come back with a suspect. Never. Y'all don't start putting two and two together because it's going to add up to four if y'all start using y'all intelligence. Y'all start using y'all mind. Y'all start putting shit together and start doing y'all own investigation. You know what I'm saying? Do your own investigation. That's all you got to. That's all we got to start doing, and y'all to see everything a little better. Cause these folks ain't playing with us. They killing us with no remorse. None. 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 These people got sympathy. These so-called polices, they got sympathy for people who look like this. People who do heinous crimes like this. But when it's black on black crime, it's just don't add. It's just not adding up. It's just not adding up. Kid was finna kill himself. Why they ain't feel like that? They need this. They need to just kill him, like they'll do a black man, a black American. You know what I'm saying? Why do black folks keep acting like there's not a story behind this right here? Why nobody don't think it's a story behind George Zimmerman? Why nobody ain't that keep on pushing the Ahmaud Arbery? We want to see these folks in jail. Like we want to see them physically in jail. We don't want y'all to keep telling us they're in jail. You know what I'm saying? We want to make sure that this police officer who so-called had killed herself, who escaped with a, we want to know if she really did. If that's really her. We want to know if this 6'9" giant they so-called supposed to be a killer and monster and all that. We want to know if that's really him in jail. We want to see videos. We want unedited videos. See, cause we ain't asking the question, how come we ain't see that high speed chase from a helicopter perspective, a dashboard perspective, when they knew where these folks was, allegedly? Or is this the sympathy for these? It's the sympathy for this right here. Yeah, folks, we need to tighten up, man. We need to really, 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 really tighten up. You know what I'm saying? Cause things ain't getting no better. Not on our end, cause we keep killing each other. Cause we feel like somebody that look like us is an op. Somebody who stay in another neighborhood is an op. When y'all don't even believe, y'all don't be sometimes understanding some of y'all beef start cause people like this that they gonna say got a mental problem. They gonna say something is wrong with them. I guarantee this kid is not homeless. I guarantee his family got the same ideology that he got. They taught him this. His school taught him this. And it's more out there. It's more out there. They just tired of sitting, listening to the old Caucasians saying stuff, and they actually doing. They exterminating black folks, black Americans. Understand this. This ain't the first. It's definitely not going to be the last. It's not. But y'all gonna wait till the time come when it comes to y'all though. Like it did in my family. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna wait. Like I said, I don't be wanting to get into a depth of saying this and saying that because y'all can understand. Black folks, y'all can understand. Y'all got real common sense. Y'all can understand. Y'all can understand. Without me even saying nothing. I could have just put this picture up and left that like that. But we'll talk about dumb stuff. We'll talk about each other. We'll keep putting stuff out in the atmosphere that ain't need to be put out there against each other. But we got the energy. But we got the energy for the wrong people. We got the energy for the wrong people. These folks here shot out, boy. These folks right here, right there, yeah, they shot out, boy. And y'all allowed them to be shot out. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like I say, my cousin dead. I ain't killed nobody. Ain't pulled no weapon. Ain't did nothing. All my cousin did is try to flee and run. He didn't end up in jail. He didn't end up with his mug shot on Sunday saying we looking for this person because he got away from us. My cousin gave him his name. He knew who my cousin was. He could have just caught my cousin later or just tased him because his life wasn't in danger. All he needed to do is stop my cousin from running. And a police officer that wasn't ever there on the scene popped up and just shot my cousin in the back of the head, a black police officer. Yeah. 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 But this one, he went to jail without a scratch. Timothy McBain or whatever his name was, or Tim, whatever that little Caucasian boy name was, who shot them people up in that church, he went to Burger King. Yeah. And with that being said, we need to not stop policing. We need to change police. This is our country. We need to be policing ourselves. We need not black folks to go in there and get trained under a racist ideology, because it's not the law. For real. It's not the law. Y'all don't wonder why police don't be in Caucasian police don't be in white Caucasian neighborhoods. They're saying black folks over there, black police officers under the guidance of a Caucasian, because they know this black person gonna have sympathy and empathy for everybody. But they put all the racist crackers, I mean racist police, Caucasian, they put them in our neighborhood, because they know they ain't got no empathy for. They gonna put the iron claw down. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't got no reason to respect you. Because you know why? We don't respect ourselves. We don't respect ourselves, so why would we expect these folks to they even try to respect us? And like I say, that's the whole thing of me putting these videos up. Cause and talk about stuff like this. That's the reason I do this. To show y'all the unjust, the unfairness in these Europeans. Yeah. So what I be hoping y'all do is y'all start reading books. Y'all get that fire back under y'all and eliminate that fear. These people is monsters. It's monsters. Ain't no other way I can put it. They monsters. And they only being that way towards us. Forget who else they do it to. That ain't got nothing to do with us. We gotta start worrying about us. Always remember the Black Wall Street was the first Wall Street. The Caucasians came and burned it down. You never heard of we're not even gonna get into this fake ass Indian thing and all that. People, white Caucasians calling themselves natives and Spanish people calling themselves natives. That's bullshit, y'all. That's bullshit. For real. But we got cats like this that's being bred to do what they do. This kid shot 13 people, killed 10 with the motive of killing black folks. That don't make them don't make y'all ops. But a different projects make another person that look like you your op. When we got people that's doing this, we got look. I don't even see. I wish I could get. I'm gonna have to start me up something like the Patreon thing, and I'm gonna have to get into it so I can start getting in depth on what I talk about. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to be sensitive. I don't want to talk. I don't want to say stuff that that these people here put a nigga on some kind of radar. But it has to be said though. But I'm pretty sure enough we go through enough in life that we can start understanding what the other person is saying without them genuinely saying what they saying. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Willie D. He's one of them folks that I see that he would talk about stuff, but I'm learning how to talk the way he talk. You know what I'm saying? The way I can put my words into words without saying the words. You get what I'm saying? Not because of no fear, not none of that. Because it's my own people that'll go against me. And just like, oh, that nigga here, they don't know what he talking about. But this really happened though. This really just happened. Let's see Hassan Campbell Which he do a good job. I gotta take my hat off to Son Campbell. He do a good job. The man talk about what need to be talked about for real. Fuck what his past was. I'm letting y'all know. Nah, the son he do his thing. We got I understand why Kwame Brown don't do it like as tough because the people he got the people will put him on a pedestal or something else, so he got to bite his words too. So I understand that, but he still give out the message. Um, Gravity Takeout, he probably gonna do a video on this here. I fuck with Gravity Takeout because he do get a real, but he do the real, So I rock with him. Charleston White, I'm pretty sure he go do his way of doing it. See, these are people that we gotta stop disrespecting them and start kind of standing with them on the message. Because a lot of them saying the same thing, but they getting tired. They get more enemies from their own people than they get from the people they trying to like y'all too. So I'm glad they got me prepared for it. So, but this is what we gonna be always talk. We gonna put up in the F when it's time to change who our ops is, and this goes all across the United States. This a message to all United States. Do we continue waiting on this to happen? Continue to happen? Do we continue on running around saying my cousin's name instead of standing for something? Yeah, we can't bring them 10 people back. We can't bring Eric Garner back. We can't bring none of these people back. Trayvon Martin, we can't bring none of them back. But we could fight for them. And we could hold on to the things that they died in, the situation they died from. And we got to start holding all Caucasians accountable. We got to hold all polices that didn't say nothing accountable. Because accountability is a hell of a thing. But it ain't about nothing if we ain't going to stand with it. We ain't worrying about you going to jail. We ain't worrying about that. That ain't, you know what I'm saying? That ain't the answer. We got to do a real clean from the government on down. And we got to allow these people they get these people to understand that they're immigrants. They're not even supposed to be in the position they're in our country. And everybody keeps saying, who is who, woo, 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 woo. No, Christopher Columbus explained to y'all that these people was here. We was here. We was having a good time, living good off the land. Until these colonizers came, they gave us a date. They gave us a date. So we got to stick with the history, keep the history, but do get more knowledge about what our ops is, who our ops is. Y'all got to remember, in America, Caucasians could go and do all this stuff, go broke, and end up living right around in your neighborhood, walking freely. You could get money and end up in their neighborhood and get nigger written on your car. You would get animals hung, monkeys hung in front of your house. Yeah. Yeah. You can be running, jogging through their neighborhood and you'll get shot down. But they go jog and run through your neighborhood as well with no hatred because we don't understand who the ops is. It is what it is. Y'all got to remember, as y'all hearing me say this, y'all can take it how y'all want it, but this kid He actually had nigga written on the edge of his gun. He actually had nigga written on the edge of his gun. So he knew who he was aiming at. He knew who he was going at. He was going at his ops. They didn't shoot up his neighborhood. They didn't kill his brothers in the drive-by, his friends in the drive-by. He went and killed his ops, random black folks. He put them all in the same category. Ain't nobody did nothing that motivated him to do what he do. History did that. So he know who his ops is, but do you? Yeah, yeah. Killing each other. We in a losing battle with that. Nobody wins. Nobody wins. Stopping ops like this before they get to the point of doing what they doing. Yeah, that's the only answer. That's the only answer. Give them the same energy that they give us. We got to give them the same energy that we give each other. But we got to stop the energy that we give each other. So with that said, y'all, know who y'all enemies is, man. Know who y'all ops is. Know who the problem is. Well, it's gonna be another. We're gonna have another one of these because it's gonna motivate more of it. Just gonna motivate more of it. I ain't lying. I ain't lying. Keep your eyes open, man. This shit's serious out here. For real. New York just the start of it. Buffalo just the start of it. It done already been doing. It ain't even the start of it. It's just a continuation of going trickling down through the United States. That these young Caucasian kids getting tired of hearing they old folks talking about what they would do. Now they going out and doing it. Yeah. So I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one.